Welcome to Premier Sports Talk. We are live in the studio, bringing you the sports talk show for the people. Let's dive in.
What's up, everybody? I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. And on this Tuesday evening, I'm giving you an After Dark episode. So pull up your chair, relax, and get ready. Because I always say that the Cleveland Browns media is always a gift that keeps giving. And what do I mean by that? They always spinning some type of narrative up there in Cleveland. So tonight I'm going to unpack this gift, and I hope you like it. The only thing I ask is, if you can bless the channel, is hit that like button. Why do I ask you to hit that like button? Because if you're picking up what I'm putting down on this particular episode, it'll help put this live feed in the YouTube algorithm. And I would really appreciate that. And drop your comments in, whether they be good, bad, or indifferent. And believe me, I will reply to them. And most importantly, like I said, if you picking up what I'm putting down, if you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the Premier Soldier family. We got over 4,000 family members, and I got room for each and every one of you. And thank you for blessing and the Premier family. So without any further ado, this particular episode, I'm unpacking some gifts tonight. You see, the vets and the rookies that are combined, first day of OTAs, they're in their session number 3, I believe, up there. And there's some national media that's speaking on behalf of Deshaun Watson. And there's some local media up in Cleveland is not happy at all with with Deshaun Watson. And this is the massive news I'm dropping in this episode. Because if you didn't know, like I always say, you are about to know. All right? So first, we're going to listen to Albert Breer. Yeah, that national media sports analyst. Speaking on the NFL, Albert Breer spoke today to 92.3 The Fan. And I want you to hear what he has to say. You see, I'm not particularly fond of Albert Breer, but it's relevant to what this episode is about.
I think, look, like I'm not saying he wasn't at fault, because he was at fault for a lot of things that have happened over the last 5 years. But like I do think like there has been an edgier Deshaun than he was in Houston, more aggrieved Deshaun. Because feels like, again, he's saying this, but I think like to some degree he probably feels like he was treated unfairly by some people through everything that happened. And I think part of his growth has to be getting past that. You know what I mean? Like, and I think he's never going to want to hear himself to people there. The best thing you can do, you know, when you've got the history that Deshaun has now in 4 years in Cleveland, is, you know, show a self-deprecating side and show that you're aware of your own responsibility and everything that's gone wrong. And I do think, like, I don't know, I mean, like, I do tend to think that, like, people can be pretty forgiving if you at least show some humility. And so if I were advising him, I'd say, when you go to the mic, show some humility and show some disappointment over the 4 years and what's become of it, and show a willingness to do everything you can and try to make sure that year 5 is different than the previous 4. I said that you guys, they have been
Now, if y'all don't know what that is bread. And like I said, I don't particularly care for him because there's always been pushed to anybody but Shedeur Sanders' narrative. But what I will also say is, so I can be transparent, is before there was Shedeur Sanders, there was Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, before he got into any of his legal issues. Deshaun Watson, before he got suspended 11 games from the NFL for what happened legally. And before there was Deshaun Watson, who had 2 Achilles torn, a fractured shoulder. Deshaun Watson was a bad man. So in his prime, there was a reason why not just the Browns, but several other teams was going after Deshaun Watson. And it just so happened that Jimmy had paid back and broke the ranks of all the NFL owners in order for Jimmy Haslam and the Browns to get Deshaun, because initially he didn't want to go to the Browns. Jimmy Haslam offered Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed $230 million contract. And because of the injuries, because of the fractured shoulder, because of his legal issues, they never got a return on their investment. And like I said in my other live collaborations with Reach Will out of Cleveland, Ohio, on the Reach Will show, and we both speak it, we will never tear down one man to build another up. And I truly, before Shedeur came along, chose grown the franchise, all the above, covered by the Most High. I can go on and on. Is that I really like Deshaun Watson's game. But here we are. After a little over 2 years, Deshaun Watson has the opportunity to try to display his skill set, what he has remaining of it, to where, and it's most likely that he won't get a new contract with the Browns, but he can display his skill set, and maybe another NFL team will take another chance on him. He's only 30 years old. A lot of people want to say that's old for an NFL player, but boy, to me, that's a young puppy. I just don't understand why they say that. But again, I need your assistance, I need your help, and I need your blessing. Hit that like button. The more likes to go out and push this feed out the YouTube algorithm, the more comments you drop, because your opinion matters. Let me know how you feel. The more comments in here, the YouTube algorithm will see more engagement, and it pushes it out. Without you all support, the YouTube algorithm will keep us in the basement. And we don't want to be down in the dungeon. Not at all. So I thank you in advance. So I got up there an opinion poll before we proceed to this next live audio of 92.3 The Fan. They are really upset about Mr. Watson, and I'm going to go into it. Is that in the opinion poll, who do you want to see as QB1? Drop in the comments. Do you want to see Deshaun Watson? Do you want to see Shedeur Sanders? Well, there's 4 quarterbacks in the QB room. Do you want to see Dylan Gabriel? You want to see Tyler Green? You know, to my recollection, the Cleveland Browns have went through 4 quarterbacks the last 2 years. I believe it's the last 3 years. So even if Deshaun Watson starts, eventually, for all of us who are 10 toes down with Shedeur Sanders, we will eventually see him on the field this year. Just like last year, all that Shedeur had to endure, all that he had to go through. You know, his father in an interview with D. Bush said that when Shedeur took off his shirt, he saw the lashings on his back. He was being symbolic. That was like a metaphor. He was speaking out, saying that all that he endured, he survived it, and he's still pressing on. He's still moving forward. Within the word of the Most High, it tells you that he that endure to the end wins the race. That just touches my spirit. You know, real talk is, if Deshaun starts and then the baton gets handed off to Shador, really ask yourself this question. I think it'll be better for Shador because he'll be able to operate and learn and monk it the way he operates in the system. But also, if he's first man up, or I'll be jumping for joy with all kind of joy inside my heart. So I got to pull up this next audio. Just bear with me. And this is 92.3 The Fan, where they went off today. 92.3 The Fan, they're on from 2. This is the segment from 2:10 to 2 p. Listen.
Pretend we're back in the room. If you're going to do this, if I let him do something that I think is asinine 5 years from the Deshaun thing, then he has to. You can't act like the starting quarterback in your reports and then not show up in front of the media. Fair's fair. Shador and Dylan spoke last time. It's Deshaun's time now. If you don't speak, then you're telling me that this whole thing is fugazi and that this is basically a trumped up thing. I don't know why you'd be doing it, but a trumped-up thing, and he's not actually a factor in this quarterback conversation. He's got to speak tomorrow. I don't see any other way around it. And I've got questions for him if I was there, and so I hope some of the reporters have some of these questions. But like off of Daniel's reporting, when he talks about the source was closed and all this stuff to Watson, are saying he understands why the fans are frustrated. Okay, well, what is he actually going to change that? I would ask him point blank. Does he understand why the fans are frustrated? If he truly understands the frustration, why hasn't he ever really addressed it directly? Like, there's a lot of questions I have for Deshaun. If you want to make the argument that last month we didn't have these questions, okay. But Jeremy and Daniel, you guys started up. I got a lot of questions here I want Deshaun to be able to answer.
That's 93 to fact. They was going crazy. But there was a reason why I played Albert Blair first. Yes, when they had the first session of the optional training camp. Yes, Deshaun Watson was there. Yes, Dylan Gabriel was there. Yes, Shador was there. And the after practice interview, only 2 of the quarterbacks spoke to the media. And everybody was going crazy up there in the local media. Why didn't Deshaun speak? Why didn't Deshaun speak? Why didn't Deshaun speak? There's all kinds of speculation why he didn't speak. But we heard Albert Blair. I believe the PR team is coaching Deshaun Watson up. Because there's a lot of people who do not care to ever see Deshaun Watson get back on the football field. But to each and every one of you that may feel like that, within the word of the Most High tells us that he who has not sinned, may he cast the first stone. Y'all hear what I said? All of us who have not sinned, let him cast the first stone. Let him pass judgment. But that's only if we were or without our own sins, our own discretions. Everybody deserves a second chance. And I believe that's what we're going to see here. I've been trying to tell people for quite some time, be prepared, be prepared. Our eyes may not want to see it. Our spirit may not want to feel it because we love and endure the Sanders family and Shador so much. But let's root and cheer for either one of these 4 quarterbacks in Cleveland. Because if we can lift up each and every one of them without any negativity, if we can speak life into each and every one of them without any negativity, in the end, we win as the fans because we're going to see good football play on the field. We're going to see a winning culture. And it's going to be a new day. Shedeur Sanders said it on the podium. They have a new mindset. They have a new culture. It's a new era. So the only way for that to go forth is to step in that direction. I'm hearing this ringing in my ears saying, when I was a child, I thought as a child, but when I grew up, I put away foolish ways. So that's all we all need to do. So I got a couple still shots, and then I'm going to show you the clips. I believe there's 5 or 6 that I was able to obtain, and I'm going to definitely show you. But I want to give you the Cleveland Browns 2026 off-media availability schedule. So you all have it. You can take a picture of it. And there we have it, the Cleveland Browns 2026 off-season media schedule. All right, we're going to drop all the way down to May the 20th. All right. The OTA session on May the 20th, it started on the 19th. But tomorrow, the Wednesday, and the next 3 Wednesdays is that the media is able to watch the practice and then ask the questions of both the players, coaches, and coordinators. So tomorrow, beginning at 11:45, Cleveland Browns has their live practice on the field where all the media is going to be out there. It starts at 11:45. It is my intention to do a live show tomorrow at 11:45. I'm not sure if I can coordinate with Reese Will with the Reese Will show. I know earlier we spoke, it was a conflict of what he had going on. So I might have to be solo. Hey, but I'm going to get in where I can fit in. Then on the 27th, the following Wednesday, live media access of the players, the coaches, and the coordinator. And then we got one last OTA session on June the 3rd. And then it's really going to get dangerous, like Shedeur Sanders told us. Mandatory minicamp. It's about to get dangerous, y'all. It's about to get dangerous. But one more thing before I get into these live clips from today. So just bear with me. Again, I ask you to hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, and drop your comments. It's like they're trying to massage us with Deshaun Watson, y'all. We got to prepare ourselves because there's a strong possibility that Deshaun Watson may be able to show that he can be a franchise-leading quarterback in this league again. And this is from ESPN. It's a quote. It says, a source close to Watson said sitting out last season was the best thing that could have happened to him. He wasn't rushed back onto the field, and he had time to reflect on how he can get the best out of this year coming up. And he's excited for the opportunity to get back on that field. I'm just excited, no matter who gets out there, to see what this new Cleveland team can do. The general manager, Andrew Berry, had a bona fide draft last year, and it looks like he had another bona fide draft this year. And I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. But without any further ado, I need to get y'all these clips. Drop y'all comments in the chat when you see these clips. Let me know what you think. And Dylan Gabriel, there's very few clips they showed today because the media wasn't out there. But these clips are courtesy of Cleveland Browns organization. Video clip. Gabriel tossed it up. Hey, that Wallace right there, he got pulled over. Todd Monkey brought him over from the Baltimore Ravens. He was a gunner on special teams. That wide receiver depth chart is brutal, y'all. I think they got like 9 wide receivers and they can only keep 6 on the team. So it's going to be they got to battle it out.
And talk, whole gangs and proud, yeah. Talk slick on my name, they gon' hunt you down.
Now, see, they didn't show all the clips today, but I was able to retain this one. Deshaun Watson threw an interception today, y'all. It wasn't his fault. He threw the ball too hard. Bounced off the player's hand. We got Deshaun to bomb. Like I said, there wasn't too many clips today. Lady was on like a photo stick. But Deshaun, beautiful pass to Judy, deep. It looked like this was a 7-on-7 drill, but whoever this number 27 is, he was cooked. And Hickman's number 33, he was nowhere near it. I'm just glad Judy got the ball. But Jerry Judy worked extensively over the summer with Deshaun Watson, him and Vaughn and Brad. I got a clip of Shador. At least I thought I did. He threw a slant over the middle. Oh, I didn't add it on here. I apologize. He threw a slant over the middle to Casey Deshaun. It was a beautiful pass. It was a beautiful pass. So, like I said, the media wasn't out there today. They're out in the field tomorrow. Monkey, Coach Todd Monkey already told us that, you know, all the reps we divided day to day. So we can't look too much into it. Can't look too much into it as far as who's going to be QB1. It's way too early. But I will tell you this. I'm going to wait to do this tomorrow during the live media availability. Is that, well, I'm going to just prepare y'all for this. The depth chart got changed. Deshaun Watson listed at QB1. Deshaun Sanders listed at QB2. Dylan Gabriel is listed at QB3. And Tyler Green listed as QB number 4. It's too early, so it doesn't matter who's where right now. Because like we all saw last year, the ones that was first were the last. And the last, when we are the Most High chosen, we will be the first. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. and be a blessing. Hit that like button. Drop your comment. And if you ain't subscribed to the Premier family, come on and subscribe. Because I already got the reservation at the table. I appreciate y'all with this live episode after dark. And we got to continue to stay 10 toes down for whatever quarterback that's elevated to QB1 and support him and speak life into him. I am Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. Thank you for being a blessing, and I'll see you on the next one. May you receive blessings back double.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Atlanta! Go, man, go! All right. Feeling good. Thank you all.